Hi, this is Jan from New York City. Welcome to the Let's Save Money Show. Be right back. How you doing today? Let's jump right into it. Going to talk about a few ways in which we can live within our means. What does that mean? Live within our means. Many times people hear that expression. Some people understand it. Some people don't. Basically, it's living with what you have and not going beyond your income, not doing things that you can't do or shouldn't do with your money because you don't have it. All right. So that's the first thing. The next thing is we need to get out of the paralyze and turn into the analyze mode. Many times we live in a paralyzed mode of which we do absolutely nothing to correct our situation. Instead of that, we need to face our fears, whatever the fears may be, by facing the numbers. The more you face your own numbers, the more you can correct any situation that is getting out of hand. Just saying, just saying. All right, next, do a grocery store ectomy. A grocery store ectomy or a grocery ectomy is more like it. Taking things that out of your cart that really are more wants than needs. If you get into that habit more than once, you'll be amazed at how much money you get to hold in your pocket. Amazing. I know of someone who's actually a commenter and a loyal subscriber and a friend who watches me all the time. Thank you. You know who you are. Who really mentioned something very, very clever. What she does is, like when you get the receipt at the grocery store checkout and it says something like, you saved X number of dollars on this trip. So recently, she received a receipt that said that she saved $5.23 on that grocery store haul. So what did she decide to do? She got into this habit, makes a game out of it, and takes that number, that amount, and puts that into her savings account. Can you imagine if you do that long enough or often enough every time you have an opportunity? That is adding up and you will not even feel the pinch. Next, swap out expensive entertainment for less expensive or better still, free entertainment, if at all possible. There are so many things. You could find wonderful videos on here, for example, like let's say you like to dance or you want to learn how to dance. There are many examples of things like that, things that you could learn and have fun with that cost you absolutely zero. Get your friends in on the app. Hey, why not? And there's also lower cost entertainment you could find in your local community. Check out your local community information and you'll get to try to do those things if at all possible, especially now that the warmer weather is here, right? All right, next, borrow fun accessories from family or friends if you attend an evening event. Suppose you have to go to a party, you want to go, you're invited and you want to go. But you don't want to spend a fortune on an outfit. Stick to basic solid colors. Borrow a unique, different accessory like a fun necklace, for example, or a fun bracelet. Costs you nothing, especially when you're working with classic solid colors. Or if you prefer, more colorful things, get an accessory that goes very well with that. Something that pops, something different. So you feel like, without spending a fortune to do that. Next is basically making a game out of your savings every time you can, like the aforementioned. Make a game, approach life in a fun way. If you approach your life in a fun way, you'll be so shocked and amazed of how empowered you become because you're doing things for yourself and you're going to have yourself live within your means, okay? Next, attend local parties with neighbors. If you're invited, for example, to a local barbecue or cookout in a neighborhood that does not require 1 ounce of transportation, and you get to walk there and not use the car or waste money on gas or whatever, Go. You're having a fun night or afternoon out on the cheap, and you are socializing and you're just having fun. Fun is very important. Entertainment is very, very important. It helps us live a balanced life. Living a balanced life in and of itself will probably become a future video. Take this sounds silly to some people. Now, other subscribers may have heard me mention this a couple of months back. But for the newer subscriber, the newer viewer that you haven't heard this sounds silly, but it's not. Take a local bus ride in your area to the whole way. Many times people take local buses to where they have to go, and they don't go to the end of the ride. They missed out on the whole ride. Sometimes you're going to see parts of your own city or town that you never saw. You're still paying the same amount of car fare. You're still paying the same amount of transportation, except the difference is you're not doing it to go somewhere specific other than sitting on the bus ride to the end of the line, getting off and coming back. Might sound silly to some, but it may be an eye-opener about your own area. Some people do not and have never seen certain parts of their own city. I know of some people that, I'll give you an example, that may live, let's say, one little bridge across, let's say from Queens to Manhattan or Brooklyn or whatever. They've never even leave their own borough within this great big city. And I'm like, oh my word, you are missing out on so many possibilities. So open up your horizons, even if it's just taking a bus or even a subway, if you like taking subways type thing. But the bus is for the outdoor scenic route. You can take some pictures and maybe just grab lunch, take a friend with you, go out for lunch, and then hop on that bus, the returning bus, and take that trip home. And I think that's a very, very manageably affordable day out. What do you think about that? Anyway, well, there are many things that we can do to live within our means. We really need to, first of all, take it seriously. But I could tell you a few things that are not going to help one live within their means. Living beyond their means. For example, people that charge things up, say, no, I'll pay for that item, I could afford it, and not really thinking it through. Because the best optimal thing to do is to, if you use your credit card for like a tiny short-term loan, which is what it's meant to do anyway, and you pay it and you could pay it off right away, great. There's never a problem with that. I have zero problem with that. But if you're lying to yourself, thinking that, oh yeah, I could pay this right away, but you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan because let's say the person is not even familiar with their own numbers. So if a person is not even familiar with their own numbers, it gives me cause for concern to just think twice and have a plan. Think twice, have a plan, don't fear your numbers, and live within your means. And cut your bills down if possible. All of us, every one of us. There you go. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to come back a couple of nights during the week. You're going to hear some audio shows of interest on the night show, which is the night version of me. Take good care, everyone. I'm going to close out the show. I have to find my closeout music wherever you are. Where are you, closeout music? Where are you? Don't forget to do the following. If you haven't subscribed yet, slam down the subscribe button. If you like the video, slam on the like. Thank you. Take good care. Bye-bye.